Hello everyone and welcome back to the Velocity channel where this is your bridge to financial freedom. Today we're going to have to get rid of a lot of loans. We're getting rid of a lot of loans. We want to make sure we're prioritizing them and getting rid of them very quickly with a fairly small amount of money. That is the name of the game. It's called Velocity and we are all in it. Before we get into that and show you how to take the complex and make it simple, like, share, and subscribe so that everyone around the world can know the power of Velocity banking. Listen, if you're ready, so am I. Today, I want to go ahead and start all the way back from the top because a lot of people think you need millions of dollars in order to live free, in order to become debt free. It's not true. And I'm going to share with you why that is. And can I just give you a spoiler alert? Accumulation versus cash flow. You're going to see that theme all throughout this video. Now, let's go ahead and start with these real numbers. Thank you so much, Marcus, for giving them to me. This is your answer. And of course, if you want it more customized, go ahead and email me, all right? Income, $5,800 each month. Expenses, $2,500 a month. Cash flow, $1,400 a month. Now, I would say that's pretty good, all right? He does have a mortgage of $125,000 at that 8%. He's paying the $800 each month on that mortgage, $600 a month on the credit card, and the loan is $500 a month. We're going to come back to that for a total debt of $197,500. Now, of course, you can see those balances of the 125, 12.5, K at the 30% with the credit card, and then $60K at the 12%. Now, before we go forward, can you name the mistake that this person is making? Not the lender, but the person. And there's nothing against this person at all. But you see what they did with the $500 a month? Now, I can tell right now that if the lender is accepting the $500 a month, that's not even an interest. That's way below interest. Approximately 0% is going to that principal. Did you know that? That's okay. That's all right, because we're going to fix it right now. Now, knowing all of this, what is our first step? Our first step is to recognize that interest is the parasite, while the principal is the host. If you take care of the principal, you'll automatically take care of the interest. Now let's look at our credit card here. $312 each month in interest. How did we calculate that? We went ahead and ran it through the calculator, right? $12,500 at that 30%, $312 each month in interest. The loan, how much of that is in interest? $600 a month in interest. And this person is paying a minimum payment of $500 a month. Now, don't say, oh, poor Sam, all right? Please make sure you check your paperwork, all right? Now, mortgage, slow drain of 30 years, 80 to 90% is going to interest on that mortgage. We want to change that all around. So as we continue on here, all right, we're going to look at something. We've recognized that interest is the parasite, but what are we going to do about it? When you have multiple loans like this person, the credit card, the mortgage, right? And the other loan, right? Doesn't matter if it's a student loan, doesn't matter if it's a car loan. We've got to put it through something called the cash flow index. Now that formula is going to be this, okay? We're going to go ahead and put it through the cash flow index. So you know how everyone's shopping online, shopping for gifts, essentials, and deals? That's why finding ways to save automatically is crucial. And that's exactly what Cupert does. Cupert is a free browser extension that finds all the coupon codes that actually work, gives you cash back, and shows you the best prices online automatically. Whenever I shop online, I'm always hunting for discounts like free shipping or 20% off, but it's hard to find codes that work consistently. Cupert does all the heavy lifting. It automatically plugs in coupon codes and picks the one that saves you the most money without you having to do anything extra. They're super trustworthy too. Cupert serves over 200,000 merchants globally. And it's really easy to use. So let's go ahead and break this down. First, just install the extension. Next, register for a free account. And then shop as you normally would. All right? Not that hard at all. Cupert, what they do is they check and apply the best available coupon codes at checkout. It even works with over 2.6 million retailers. Cupert also supports cashback from over 78,000 retailers, including big names like Temu, Macy's, Walmart, Sephora, and more. So the more you shop, the faster your cashback stacks up. You can redeem your cashback as a gift card, PayPal deposit, or even direct to your bank card. On top of that, Cupert offers price comparison on major shopping sites like Amazon, Walmart, Macy's, eBay, and Nike. You can use the price comparison along with automatic coupons and cash back. What that's called is a triple stack of savings. So start using Cupert today to save money and avoid paying full price. Download Cupert using the link in the description below. You'll find both the app link and the website link right there. It's free, it's easy, and it's a smart step toward better financial stewardship, which is loan balance divided by minimum monthly payment. What that's going to do is going to show us the most cash flow sucking loans, all right? And how is it going to show us that? Well, it's going to give us a number, all right? And the closest that number is to zero, that is the number, or that is the loan that we are to pay off first. Now, the one that is most cash flow sucking is, of course, that 30% interest credit card, all right? We're going to use the $1,400 a month cash flow. We're not just going to save up and have it deteriorate under inflation and taxes and all this. No, we're going to make this money work for us, all right? And also, by the way, remember, if you're using a line of credit to get rid of any loan, any credit card, what are you going to do? You're not going to use it like a regular person. What you're going to use it for is your new checking account. Now, you may say, well, CJ, I don't really feel comfortable using my line of credit as a new checking account. All right, no big deal. Do you remember that your credit card, that monthly payment is $600 a month? Okay, what happens when you pay $1,400 each month? Or park your $1,400 there each month? What happens to it? Especially as you're paying it off. It goes down. That balance goes down. Oh, okay. And then you can replenish that $12,500. And you can turn that balance into, right, credit. And so that's what's happening here, right? So what we did, we turned that balance, $12,500, divided it by $1,400. It's going to be parked right there. It's going to equal 9 months. We're going to be out of that. We're going to replenish it back to the $12,500 so that we can deploy later. But let me segue into this. Did you know that if you could get, Marcus, that line of credit to 10%, that it would increase your cash flow to about $200, and you would be working with a cash flow of $1,600. Now, why would you want to do that? Because when your cash flow increases, that debt elimination increases as well. The faster that debt gets eliminated. Okay, have you noticed that? The more you increase in cash flow, the faster debt is eliminated. That's right, because you're using it the correct way. Now, when you're done with the card in 9 months, what's the next logical task? What are we deploying? What are we getting rid of next? Okay, we're getting rid of that cash flow sucking loan that's at the $60,000 at 12%, that the lenders had the gall to say, yeah, you only pay $500 a month, when you're not even touching the principal, if that's the case, all right? Now you know, all right? And that's why we are big on getting rid of the principal. We just want to get rid of the loan, all right? So what you're going to do is you're going to use your cash flow, $1,600 each and every month. Remember, you've increased, right? You've increased $600 in cash flow. So all we're wanting is to use a little bit of that cash flow, a little bit more of that cash flow, right? Going from 1,400 to 1,600 so that we can pay that loan off in 3.5 years, okay? That's what we're doing, okay? We're making sure that cash flow works for us. We're making sure that the cash flow is eliminating the debt, okay? Now, if you didn't want to use that line of credit, you don't want to use your line of credit, you don't want to have the extra monthly payments, that's fine. Just recognize that this cash flow is there to work for you. That cash flow is there to be a soldier, to be deployed, to tear down this debt. Because what you want is that $500 back, that $600 back. Why? To add it to your cash flow so that you can boldly go where hardly anybody goes. And that is paying your mortgage off in 4.5 years. Your mortgage is $125,000 at 8%. You're going to use the full power of your cash flow, $2,900 a month. Where is this $2,900 a month going? It's not just going to the bank, it's going straight to the principal, and you have to designate it. And I like what one commenter said. You gotta designate it. In the app, make sure it's designated. Make sure you stay on top of it, because they're gonna split your money up if it is not designated. They're gonna say, oh, okay, well, $1,500 to us, the interest, and then $1,400 to the principal. No, I want it all going towards the principal because I have a goal. You can tell them, say that right now. I have a goal and you're not gonna stop me. And it's not the 30-year plan. It's not the 40-year plan. Can you believe they have 40-year mortgages? And it's not, shout out to John, the 50-year plan. Oh my goodness. It's the 4.5-year plan to get rid of that mortgage. Listen, May 11th is your freedom date, okay? We're giving you the answers right now, Marcus. So now, what have we done, okay? In less than 10 minutes, $197,500 is gone in 8.5 years. You saved about $100,000 in interest. And you freed, this is the most exciting part, 21.5 years of payment. You know that $2,900, now $3,700, that you no longer have the mortgage. You got $3,700 each and every month coming in. And I want to share with you something. And we're actually going to be going more into this, but if you take, let me go ahead and just take my liberty to set you free even more. Is that okay? Now remember, this person has an income of $5,800. $5,800. They freed up all of this cash flow, all right? A cash flow, we're just going to say the $3,700. Okay, their expenses are $2,500. When you have a cash flow of $3,700 and your cash flow outweighs your expenses, that is called financial freedom. When your cash flow outweighs your expenses, that's financial freedom. What I want you to do is turn that $3,700, Marcus, into passive income where you don't have to go to work. Where you don't have to go to work 8 hours, 9 hours, 12 hours a day. But you can stay looking at your investments as they make you this number right here. So you don't have to worry about it. So that you can do even more. So that's where I want you to go. I want you to get rid of all these debts in 8.5 years. All right? And you can contact me right now, right? And then I want you to build from there, because you've got a lot of life left and you got a lot of legacy left. And I want you to start building your legacy. You're almost there. You're almost there. When you see this video, just know that it's a wrap. And isn't it refreshing that you don't need another class? You don't need to go to a conference. You don't need any of that. We showed you how to do it for free. And now it's up to you to take this info and make it work for you. As always, you've got the email, you've got the website. Okay, you can comment as well. We check those out. God bless you. God loves you. God smiles when he sees you.